Alex Monroe slowly opened his eyes. The world was dark and quiet, but there was a soft, steady hum vibrating through his body. At first, he felt heavy and slow, like his limbs belonged to someone else. He tried to move, and a sharp chill ran through his spine. He blinked, his vision blurry, until the outlines of a room began to take shape. The walls were smooth and metallic, lit by dim blue lights that seemed to pulse with the hum. "EVA?" he whispered. His voice sounded strange to him, almost foreign. A calm, soft voice answered. "Good morning, Captain Monroe. You have been in cryogenic sleep for 500,000 years. Alex froze. His mind refused to grasp the meaning. 500,000 years? That was impossible. What? How? What happened to Earth? The planet has changed greatly. The human civilization you knew no longer exists. Many life forms are different. Survival requires careful adaptation, EVA explained without any hint of emotion. Alex tried to speak, but words failed him. The weight of time pressed down on him, making him dizzy. Slowly, he forced himself to stand. His legs trembled, but they held. He looked around the chamber and saw others beginning to stir. Claire Benson was the first. Her eyes opened wide and confused. She shivered as the cryogenic frost melted from her skin. Where are we?" she asked. Her voice carried fear but also wonder. Liam Hayes struggled to sit up, coughing as the frost cleared from his lungs. "I don't feel right," he muttered. Noah Carter slowly rose as well, rubbing his head as though to remember something long forgotten. They all looked at each other, faces pale, eyes full of questions that could not be answered. EVA spoke again. "You are aboard the Starship Horizon. Your mission was put on hold until the planet was ready for human life. That time has now passed." Alex's heart raced. "Ready? What does that mean?" AVA's voice was calm, almost soothing. "The surface has changed. It is no longer the Earth you remember. Human civilization is gone. Life has adapted. Only intelligent and cautious beings can survive." Alex swallowed hard. He thought of the stories, the history lessons, the science they had learned before their sleep. None of it mattered anymore. Everything they knew had vanished into the deep past. But he could not give up. Humans did not give up. They survived. They adapted. They thrived. That was what made them human. He looked at Claire. "We need to move. We need to see for ourselves." Claire nodded, fear in her eyes but determination stronger than fear. Liam followed silently, while Noah glanced out the small observation window. He gasped. The view took Alex's breath away. The planet's surface was not what he expected. Where there should have been oceans and cities, there were massive green forests that glowed faintly. Mountains rose like jagged teeth, but the peaks were covered with strange, shimmering vegetation. Rivers of liquid light flowed through valleys that seemed alive, moving as if they had a pulse of their own. Strange structures, tall and thin, stretched into the sky. They were not natural, but they were not built by humans either. "Is that real?" Noah whispered. Alex pressed his hand to the glass. "Yes, and we need to understand it." EVA's voice filled the room again. "Sensors detect intelligent life forms on the surface. They are observing your landing. Approach with caution. Communication will require patience and care." Alex turned to the others. "We don't know what we're facing, but we have to try. We are humans. We survive. Let's get suited and go outside." The suits were cold and heavy, but protective. Alex felt the familiar weight of responsibility settle on his shoulders as he checked his own gear. Claire's movements were precise but careful, showing both fear and courage. Liam and Noah followed quietly. The four of them stepped into the airlock, where the hum of the ship grew louder. The outer door slid open, and the light of the new earth hit them like a wave. The air was different, heavy, sweet, and full of movement. Alex could hear faint sounds that reminded him of distant music but were unlike anything he had ever known. The ground beneath their feet pulsed slightly, as if alive. Colors danced in ways that made their eyes ache and smile at the same time. The four humans froze, not knowing whether to be afraid or amazed. Claire took a deep breath. "It's beautiful," she said softly, almost to herself. "Beautiful, yes," Alex replied. "But we have to be careful. This world is not ours yet. We are visitors." They walked slowly, taking in the strange flora that shimmered with colors they could not name. Trees with translucent leaves reached high into the sky. Strange flowers opened and closed like eyes, tracking their movements. Vines moved almost like living ropes, curling and stretching as if testing the human's presence. Noah stopped suddenly. "Look," he said, pointing to a hill in the distance. "Someone, or something, is watching us." Through the shimmering mist, they saw them. Figures tall and slender, with skin that reflected light in patterns like living mosaics. Their faces were almost human, but their eyes were too large, too bright. They made no sound, but their attention was undeniable. Alex took a step forward, raising a hand in greeting. "We mean no harm," he said. EVA translated his words into the strange signals that pulsed from the aliens. Slowly, one of the figures tilted its head, studying them. A faint ripple of understanding passed through its form. "Do you think they understand?" Claire asked. "They are intelligent," Alex said carefully, "and they are cautious. That is a good sign." The group continued their cautious walk. They discovered old ruins buried beneath alien growth, strange structures half swallowed by glowing vegetation. Liam knelt by one, brushing away the plants to reveal human-like markings, symbols of old humanity, reminders of what they had lost. This was ours," Liam whispered, touching a worn symbol etched into the stone. "Somewhere beneath all this, we are still here." EVA chimed in. "Human artifacts indicate the previous civilization preserved knowledge before the transition. Digital archives remain buried underground." Alex felt hope stir. If humanity had left knowledge behind, if remnants of the old world survived, they could rebuild. They could adapt to this new Earth and rise again. Noah, usually quiet, looked toward the horizon where more alien structures rose. "Do you think we can live here? After everything?" Alex's eyes followed the glowing landscape. "We have to, because humans always survive. That is who we are." Hours passed as they explored. The aliens followed, keeping their distance but never leaving their sight. The humans observed, learning to move with care, to watch patterns, and to understand what signals the creatures gave. Alex knew this was the first test of a long journey. As night fell, the sky transformed. Light from distant stars mixed with a faint glow from the alien forests below. It was unlike any sunset they had seen in human history. Claire leaned against Alex. "It feels like the world is alive," she said. "It is alive," Alex replied. "And we are part of it now. We have to survive, not just for ourselves, but for every human who comes after us." They returned to the ship, exhausted but filled with determination. In the safety of the horizon, they reviewed the day. They had survived the first steps, seen the first wonders, and faced the first fears. Alex could not help but feel the weight of responsibility, but also the thrill of possibility. "Tomorrow, we go further," he said. "We meet them. We learn. We survive. Humanity may have slept for 500,000 years, but we are awake now, and we will thrive again." Claire nodded, her hand resting on his shoulder. "I believe it. We have to. It is in our nature." Liam and Noah exchanged determined glances. They all knew it would not be easy. They would face dangers they could not yet imagine, and challenges that could end them. But for now, the first day had ended with survival and hope. Outside, the alien landscape pulsed quietly. As if aware that new humans had arrived, life continued, strange and beautiful, waiting to be understood. And in that moment, Alex felt the weight of humanity's potential, alive once more in a world reborn. The horizon glowed faintly under alien stars. Alex looked at his crew and smiled. Let's see what the next day brings. And with that, the first humans of the new age closed their eyes, resting for the trials ahead, ready to face a world that had waited 500,000 years for them. The morning light filtered through the observation window of the horizon. Alex Monroe stood with Claire Benson, Liam Hayes, and Noah Carter, gazing down at the alien world below. The landscape was alive with movement, colors shifting and pulsing in ways that seemed almost intelligent. Birds or creatures flew in glowing arcs through the sky, and forests shimmered like waves of liquid light. "We need to go further today," Alex said, his voice calm but firm. "We have seen the surface, but we have not explored. We need to understand what we are dealing with." Claire nodded, adjusting her suit. "I want to know if this world can support humans. We cannot survive without knowing." Noah leaned closer to the window, scanning the glowing horizon. "And we need to know if the beings we saw yesterday, will accept us or see us as a threat." Liam, always cautious, added, "We should prepare for everything, not just wonder and awe. There could be dangers we cannot even imagine." Alex turned to EVA. "Scan the nearby areas. Look for signs of intelligent life and safe places to land." "Scanning complete," EVA responded. "Intelligent life forms are active near a forest ridge, approximately 5 kilometers from the landing site. Terrain is uneven but passable. No immediate threats detected." Alex nodded. "That is where we go." The team prepared for departure. They boarded a small shuttle, reinforced for the unpredictable terrain. The engines hummed softly as the craft lifted off. From above, the world was even more breathtaking. Rivers of glowing liquid wound through valleys, reflecting alien light in dazzling patterns. Trees stretched high into the sky, their translucent leaves catching the morning glow. The shuttle touched down gently near the forest ridge. Alex stepped out first, followed by Claire, Liam, and Noah. The air was rich with scent, sweet, spicy, and something they could not identify. Every sound seemed amplified, the rustle of leaves almost musical. Claire reached out to touch a glowing vine. It recoiled slightly, as if alive. "Everything here moves," she whispered. "It is like the planet is watching us." Alex studied their surroundings carefully. "We have to move slowly and stay alert. We do not know how these creatures interact with humans, or if they are friendly." They walked into the forest. The ground pulsed faintly beneath their boots, and the trees' glowing leaves cast shadows that danced around them. Strange insects hovered, leaving trails of light in the air. Every step felt like entering a living painting. Noah pointed ahead. "Look, something is coming toward us." From behind the trees, tall figures emerged. They were the same beings they had seen yesterday. Their skin reflected light in shifting patterns, and their eyes were large and curious. They moved without sound, gliding rather than walking. Yet their presence felt commanding. Alex raised his hand in greeting. "We mean no harm," he said. EVA translated his words into the alien signals. The figures paused, tilting their heads. One stepped forward, closer than the others, and extended a limb in a gesture that seemed like a greeting. Claire stepped forward cautiously. "They understand us," she said softly. The lead alien moved its head slowly, observing them. Light patterns rippled across its body. They are intelligent, Alex whispered, and cautious, just like us. The aliens began to move alongside the humans, keeping a careful distance. They did not speak, but their presence was calming rather than threatening. Alex realized that trust had to be earned slowly, one step at a time. As they moved deeper into the forest, the humans discovered ruins hidden beneath alien growth. Old human structures were barely recognizable, covered in glowing vines and strange plants. Liam knelt to examine a stone wall. "This is ancient," he said. "It is from the human civilization that existed before the cryogenic sleep." Noah ran his fingers over a carved symbol. Somehow, this survived. After all these years. Claire looked around at the surrounding forest. "We can learn from both the old humans and the new world. Maybe that is the key to survival." Suddenly, the ground trembled beneath their feet. The glowing plants shivered violently, and a low rumble echoed through the forest. The aliens froze, their patterns flickering faster as if warning the humans. Alex raised his hand. "Stay calm. Let's see what is happening." A massive creature emerged from the trees. It was unlike anything they had seen, tall and muscular, with armored scales that reflected light like metal. Its eyes glowed faintly, and its mouth opened to reveal sharp teeth. The forest seemed to bow before it, branches bending away as it moved. Claire gasped. "It's enormous!" The alien stepped forward, forming a protective line between the humans and the creature. The lead alien's light patterns changed rapidly, and the creature paused, almost as if listening. Alex realized this was the first real test. "We cannot run. Stand your ground. Show no fear." The creature roared, a sound that shook the air. It lunged forward, but the alien's light patterns pulsed in response. The creature froze, then slowly backed away, watching the humans. Noah whispered, "They are controlling it, or at least communicating with it." Alex nodded. "We are seeing how this world works. We must respect it, learn it, and adapt." After the creature disappeared, the aliens lowered their limbs slightly, signaling that the danger had passed. Alex exhaled. "We survived, and they are teaching us." The group continued their journey, moving cautiously through the forest. They discovered glowing rivers filled with strange creatures swimming in patterns. Plants reacted to their presence, opening and closing like eyes. Every step felt like a lesson in observation and patience. By afternoon, they reached a clearing with structures unlike anything humans had built. Towers of light and crystal rose from the ground, connected by bridges that glowed faintly. The aliens paused at the edge, gesturing for the humans to observe. Claire stepped forward, awe in her voice. "This is incredible." "It is like an entire city! Alive!" Alex studied the structures. "It is organized, intelligent. They are not just creatures. They have society, rules, technology. We must understand it before we can survive here." Noah knelt by a glowing stone. "Maybe we can learn from them, and maybe they can learn from us." Liam, cautious as always, reminded them, "We cannot assume they want us here. Every interaction must be careful. One wrong step, and we could be in danger." Alex nodded. "You are right, but we have to try. Humans survive by learning, by adapting, by making allies where we can. We will respect them, and in time, they will respect us." As evening fell, the forest glowed softly under alien stars. The humans and the aliens rested at the clearing's edge. The humans ate rations from their packs, while the aliens seemed to feed from the glowing environment. The two species shared space, silent but connected. Claire looked at Alex. "Do you think we can really survive here, after everything?" Alex's eyes followed the glowing forest. "We have no choice. We will survive and we will thrive. That is who we are." Noah, staring at the glowing towers, added, "It is strange. but I feel like we are not just visitors. Maybe we are part of this world now." The night passed with quiet observation. The humans learned the patterns of alien life, noting how the glowing rivers shifted, how creatures moved, and how the alien society maintained balance. Every detail was a lesson, every moment a chance to adapt. Morning came, and the humans felt a new determination. They had survived their first contact, learned the first rules of this world, and realized that survival depended on intelligence, courage, and cooperation. Alex gathered the team. "Today, we have seen much, and we have learned even more. Tomorrow, we venture deeper. We will meet more of their society, learn their ways, and find a place for humans here. Remember this: we are awake now. We have survived the first challenge, but the journey has only begun." Claire smiled, her eyes bright with hope. "We can do this. Together." Liam nodded. "We must. Humanity has never given up, and we will not start now." Noah looked at the glowing towers one last time. "The world is strange, but it is beautiful. And now, it is ours to understand." Outside, the alien forest shimmered, as if acknowledging the new humans. Life continued around them, alive and intelligent. Alex felt the weight of the future pressing on him, but also the thrill of potential. Humans had slept for 500,000 years. They had awoken into a world not their own, but one that could be theirs if they survived, adapted, and learned. Alex knew it would not be easy, but he also knew that nothing had ever stopped humanity before. The forest pulsed softly under alien sunlight, welcoming or testing the humans. It was impossible to tell. Alex looked at his crew. "Tomorrow, we learn more, we survive more, and we grow stronger." And with that, the humans of a new age prepared for their first real journey into an alien world, ready to face dangers, wonder, and the challenges that would define the next chapter of humanity's long story. The morning sun rose over the glowing forests, casting soft light across the alien landscape. Alex Monroe stood on a hill with Claire Benson, Liam Hayes and Noah Carter scanning the horizon. Beyond the shimmering trees, they could see strange structures rising from the ground, ancient human ruins partially buried under alien growth. "Today we explore those ruins," Alex said. "There may be answers there. Answers about the humans who came before us, and how they survived." Claire nodded, her eyes full of determination. "We need to know our history. If we understand the past, we can rebuild the future." Liam adjusted his equipment. "And we need to be careful. We don't know what dangers might be hidden there, or if the environment has changed in ways we cannot see yet." Noah looked toward the ruins. "Whatever we find, it's a piece of us. Our people lived here once. Maybe we can learn from them." The four humans began their journey, moving carefully through the glowing forests. The air was alive with the quiet sounds of alien life. Strange creatures flew through the trees, their wings leaving trails of light. The forest floor pulsed softly under their feet, and the glowing plants seemed to watch them as they passed. As they approached the ruins, the humans noticed that the structures were made of a material unlike anything they had seen before. Smooth stone with strange markings, glowing faintly beneath layers of alien vines. Some walls had collapsed, revealing hidden chambers beneath. Claire knelt to examine one of the carvings. "These symbols, they look human, but older. Much older than anything we knew existed." Alex crouched beside her. "EVA, analyze these symbols and cross-reference with historical human records." EVA's voice responded calmly. "Analysis complete. Symbols match early human languages combined with unknown script. Age estimate, approximately 500,000 years. Some messages appear to be warnings, others appear to be instructions for survival." Liam raised his eyebrows. 500,000 years? That means these humans were the ones who survived the collapse that forced us into cryogenic sleep? Noah traced a symbol with his finger. They left something behind for us to find. They wanted us to continue. The humans entered the first chamber. Dust and alien growth covered the walls, but old machinery still hummed faintly. Claire brushed aside vines to reveal a console with glowing symbols. Alex touched it gently, and it flickered to life. "EVA, help me access it," Alex said. "Accessing. Complete," EVA replied. "Data storage intact. Warning, energy levels are low. Recommend extraction of information before failure." The room filled with holographic images, scenes of humans building cities, working with technology, and studying the environment played before their eyes. Some images showed humans struggling, fighting against natural disasters and unknown threats. Claire's eyes widened. They faced so much, and yet they survived. They adapted to this new world before us. Alex studied the holograms carefully. "We need to learn everything. Their technology, their methods, their survival strategies. If they could thrive here, so can we." Liam pointed to a map projected on the wall. "Look at this. These locations. They marked safe zones, energy sources, and places to grow food. They left instructions for anyone who comes after them." Noah traced the glowing lines on the map. They planned for the future. They knew humans would return. They wanted to guide us. The humans spent hours exploring the ruins, gathering information and learning from the ancient technology. They discovered energy sources that could power settlements, water filtration systems, and medical supplies that were far advanced for their time. Alex looked at the team. "This is incredible. We are not starting from nothing. We have the tools to survive and rebuild. We just need to learn how to use them." Claire examined a series of storage units filled with records. They also left messages about cooperation and community. They knew survival wasn't just about technology, it was about people working together. Liam nodded. "That is our strength. Humans can survive anything when we work together." Noah studied a holographic record of a human city before it was buried. "Look at this. They integrated with the environment, not against it. Maybe that is why they survived. We can do the same with this world." As they explored deeper, they came across a chamber that seemed untouched by time. The walls glowed faintly with inscriptions, and a large console stood in the center. Alex approached it cautiously. "This looks like a central hub," he said. "It could hold the key to understanding everything they did." Claire touched the console. "EVA, analyze this." "Analysis complete," EVA replied. "This hub contains records of human settlements, scientific research, and survival protocols. Full data transfer recommended." The humans worked together to transfer the data to their portable storage. Images of human ingenuity, courage, and adaptation filled their minds. They learned about farming techniques, energy management, medical innovations, and social structures designed to withstand catastrophic events. Alex felt a surge of pride. Even after 500,000 years, humans can still guide themselves. Our ancestors left us a path to follow. We just have to walk it. Noah looked around the chamber. It's amazing to think that they survived here, in a world we thought we would never see. Liam studied the walls. And they wanted us to succeed. They left everything we need to thrive. It's up to us to take it and build a new future. Claire smiled. We can do it. We have the knowledge, the tools, and each other. Nothing can stop us. As the day progressed, the humans continued to explore. They discovered underground tunnels connecting various ruins, allowing them to move safely through the landscape. They found gardens with strange plants that could provide food and medicine. They uncovered machines that could purify water and generate energy from the alien environment. Alex realized that the humans who came before them had been more than survivors. They had been pioneers. They had adapted, learned, and left a legacy for the future. "This changes everything," Alex said. "We are not just visitors here. We are the continuation of a story that began hundreds of thousands of years ago. Humanity did not end. It paused, and now it begins again." Claire nodded. "We have a responsibility, to ourselves, to the future, and to the humans who came before us. We must honor their work by surviving and thriving." Liam added, "And we must be careful. There may be dangers we do not yet understand. This world is alive, and it may test us in ways we cannot predict." Noah looked at the glowing forests outside the chamber. "I feel like we are part of something bigger. The humans before us, the world itself, it all connects. We just have to learn how to be a part of it." Alex turned to the team. "We will take this knowledge and build our future. We will respect this world and its creatures. And we will prove that humanity, no matter how long it sleeps, can rise again stronger than ever." As evening fell, the humans returned to the horizon. They were exhausted but filled with determination. The data they had collected was vast, containing centuries of human knowledge and innovation. They spent the night reviewing it, planning their next steps, and dreaming of the world they could rebuild. Claire leaned back in her seat. "I never imagined we would find something like this. It is like discovering our own past, but also a guide for our future." Alex nodded. "Exactly. And tomorrow we go further. We explore more ruins, learn more from the humans who came before us, and start building the foundation for a new civilization." Noah smiled. "It feels good to know that we are not alone, that we are part of something that has lasted for hundreds of thousands of years." Liam added, "And that we can survive here, just like they did. We just have to be smart, careful, and work together." The night passed quietly. The glowing forests outside pulsed softly under the alien stars. The humans slept, dreaming of the possibilities that lay ahead. They knew the journey would be long and difficult, but they also knew that humanity had never failed when it worked together, adapted, and believed in itself. Alex watched over them, feeling the weight of responsibility and the spark of hope. Humanity had awakened, and now it had a chance to rise again, stronger and wiser than before. The ruins outside glowed faintly, as if acknowledging the humans' presence. The past and the future were connected, and the humans of the horizon were ready to continue the story. In the morning, they would venture further, uncover more secrets, and begin the work of building a new world. But for now, they rested, knowing that they had taken the first steps toward a future that had waited 500,000 years for them. And in that quiet moment, Alex realized something important. Humanity's strength was not just in technology or knowledge, but in the will to survive, adapt, and grow, no matter the odds. The morning air was crisp as Alex Monroe, Claire Benson, Liam Hayes, and Noah Carter prepared to leave the horizon. Today, they would venture further into the glowing alien forests, beyond the ruins they had explored yesterday. Their goal was clear: find safe zones, understand the environment, and test their survival skills using the knowledge left behind by the humans who came before them. "Everything we learned yesterday is important," Alex said as he checked the team's equipment, "but today we need to put it into practice. The world outside is beautiful, yes, but it can be dangerous. Stay alert, stay together, and remember what we know." Claire tightened her gloves and nodded. "We have the knowledge. Now it's time to use it." Liam adjusted his pack. "I'm ready. Let's see if humans can survive here in practice, not just theory." Noah looked out at the forest, the glowing trees stretching endlessly. "It feels alive, like it's watching us, but we can handle it. We have to." They set out, moving carefully over the pulsing forest floor. The plants seemed aware of their presence, some closing as they passed, others glowing brighter, almost like a warning. The team followed the paths shown in the ancient maps they had recovered, leading them toward a cluster of ruins that EVA had marked as a potential safe zone. As they walked, a low rumble shook the ground. Alex froze. "Everyone stay calm. Watch the trees and the ground." From the shadows, massive creatures emerged. They were taller than any human, with armored scales and eyes that glowed faintly. Some were quadrupeds, others moved upright, their movements slow but deliberate. They circled the humans, sniffing the air and testing the group's reactions. Claire whispered, "They're huge and curious." Alex raised his hand slowly. "We do not attack. We do not run. Stay calm." EVA translated their calm demeanor into signals the creatures could understand. The animals paused, then slowly backed away, allowing the humans to move forward. Noah exhaled. "That was close. But they are testing us, not attacking. We can survive this." Liam nodded. "It's a lesson. This world is alive, and it will challenge us. We have to respect it." They continued toward the safe zone. The glowing rivers and strange trees created an otherworldly landscape. They discovered plants that could provide food, some edible and others medicinal. Claire carefully noted which plants were safe, cross-referencing them with the ancient human data. "Look at this," Claire said. She held a glowing berry in her hand. "According to the records, it is rich in nutrients. It can sustain us if we need it." Alex took a berry and tasted it cautiously. It was sweet, with a faint metallic aftertaste. "It works." "Good work, Claire." Noah examined a stream nearby. "The water is glowing, but filtered through these plants, it's clean. The humans before us figured that out." Liam added, "This world is not just dangerous. It provides for us if we know how to use it." The team finally reached the ruins marked as a safe zone. The structures were partially buried and overgrown, but they were intact. Walls made from ancient human construction and alien materials created a shelter. There were signs of energy sources, water storage, and small gardens. "This is perfect," Alex said. "We can use this as a base to explore further and test our survival skills." As they settled in, EVA projected holographic instructions from the ancient humans. The team worked together to restore energy systems, purify water, and set up small shelters. They even repaired a small generator that could provide power for communications and tools. Claire looked around the base. "We're building more than a camp. This is the start of something new. Humanity can survive here. I can feel it." Noah nodded. "And we are learning every step. Every challenge teaches us something." As night fell, the forest glowed softly. Strange sounds echoed in the distance, unfamiliar but not immediately threatening. Alex decided they should rest in shifts, keeping watch for any dangers. During the first watch, Liam noticed a faint movement near the edge of the forest. Large shadows shifted between the glowing trees. He alerted Alex quietly. Alex and Noah joined him, observing the movement. It was a group of the same intelligent alien creatures they had met before, but these were larger, more imposing, and their body patterns flickered rapidly. It was a display of dominance, perhaps a warning. "They are testing our presence again," Alex said quietly. "We must stay calm and non-threatening. Let them see we are learning their ways." The aliens watched for hours, then slowly retreated, leaving the humans to continue their preparations. Alex exhaled. "We survived the test. That is progress." The following morning, the team began practical survival exercises. Using ancient human knowledge, they built small shelters from materials around the ruins. They learned how to make fire using alien energy nodes, purify water from glowing streams, and identify edible plants. Claire worked with Noah to cultivate a small garden of alien and human-safe plants. "If we can grow food here, we can thrive," she said. Liam focused on building protective barriers around the camp, learning from human designs and adapting them with alien materials. "We must be ready for anything," he said. "This world can be unforgiving if we are careless." Alex oversaw everything, coordinating their efforts. He knew that survival depended not just on skill, but on teamwork and adaptability. Humans had been designed to overcome challenges through intelligence and cooperation, and he relied on that now more than ever. Days passed. The humans grew more confident. They learned to move quietly through the forest, to understand the signals of alien creatures, and to avoid dangers before they became threats. They began mapping the surrounding area, marking safe zones, resource points, and potential hazards. One afternoon, while exploring a nearby valley, they discovered a structure partially buried under vines. It was larger than anything they had seen, with strange carvings and symbols that pulsed faintly. Noah, Claire. "Liam, look at this," Alex said, moving closer. The team examined the structure. "It looks like a human command center," Claire said. "Or at least a place where humans managed resources and technology. Maybe it can teach us even more." Liam added, "If we can access it, we could learn new survival techniques, maybe even more advanced than what we have now." Noah pointed to the carvings. "These symbols, they look like instructions. Warnings, maybe. We need to be careful." Alex agreed. "We proceed slowly, learn everything, but respect the structures. We are guests here, even if the humans before us built this." They entered the command center. Dust covered the floor, and faint light from alien growth illuminated the walls. Consoles hummed faintly, and holographic screens flickered to life. EVA began analyzing the systems. This facility contains extensive records of human survival methods, resource management, and environmental adaptation. Full data extraction is recommended, EVA said. Alex directed the team. "Work carefully. Every piece of information we gather could mean life or death." Over the next several hours, they transferred data, studied holographic records, and learned new techniques for energy generation, food cultivation, and shelter construction. The humans before them had not only survived, but had created a model for thriving in this alien world. Claire looked up from her notes. "This is amazing." They thought about every detail. How to live safely, how to grow food, how to defend themselves. "We can follow their example." Liam nodded. "And we can improve on it, adapt it to what we find here. Humans have always been able to take what we learn and make it better." Noah smiled. "This is proof that humanity never truly ends. We survive, we adapt, and we rise again. No matter how long the wait." Alex felt pride and hope swell within him. "Exactly. The humans before us left us a path. It is up to us to follow it and then create our own way. We are awake now. We will thrive here." As night fell over the valley, the team returned to their base with new knowledge and confidence. The forest glowed under alien stars, and the creatures that tested them before now seemed less threatening. The humans had learned the rules, and they were applying them successfully. Claire looked around at the camp. "We've come so far in just a few days. Imagine what we can do in weeks, months, years." Alex smiled. "We build slowly, carefully. But we build something that will last. Humanity survived before. We will survive now, and we will thrive stronger than ever." Noah added, "This world is alive, but we are alive too, and we can make it ours without destroying it. That is what humans do. We adapt and rise." Liam nodded, looking at the glowing horizon. "The challenges are real, but so are we. Nothing can stop humans when we work together and think ahead." The night passed quietly. The humans rested, but their minds were active, filled with plans for the next day, the next challenge, and the next step in their survival. The alien forest continued to glow and pulse, a reminder that this world was alive, intelligent, and full of lessons. Alex looked at his crew as they slept. We are learning, we are surviving, and we are stronger than this world knows. Humanity has awakened again, and nothing will stop it. The first humans of this new age had faced their first real challenges beyond observation. They had tested their survival skills, learned from the humans who came before them, and adapted to the alien world. They were no longer just visitors. They were pioneers, builders, and survivors. The horizon glowed faintly under alien sunlight, marking the beginning of a new chapter. Humanity was awake, alive, and ready to reclaim its place in a world that had waited 500,000 years for them. And in that quiet moment, Alex realized the truth that had guided humanity for millennia. Survival was not just about strength or technology, but about intelligence, courage, and the will to rise, no matter the odds. The morning light spilled over the glowing forest, painting the trees and rivers in soft colors that seemed alive. Alex Monroe stood at the edge of the base, watching Claire Benson, Liam Hayes, and Noah Carter prepare for the day. The humans had survived their first tests, learned to navigate the alien world, and now they were ready to take the next step, building a permanent settlement and fully establishing humanity in this new age. We have everything we need now, Alex said quietly. We have knowledge, tools, allies, and courage. Today, we begin building a future. Claire smiled. It feels like the first day of a new life. We've learned so much, but now it is time to create something that lasts. Noah adjusted the portable equipment. We can combine the human techniques from the past with what we've learned from this world. We can make something that no one has ever seen before. Liam nodded. And we will do it carefully. We respect this world, its creatures, and the humans who came before us. But we will thrive. That is who we are. The humans began their work. Using knowledge from the ancient records, they started building shelters that were strong, safe, and sustainable. They used alien materials for durability and incorporated human designs for efficiency. Claire led the planting of gardens, choosing alien plants that could be eaten and medicinal herbs that could heal. Liam built energy nodes and water purification systems, guided by the ancient humans' instructions, but improved with their own understanding. Alex watched the team, pride swelling in him. Humanity had awakened after 500,000 years, and they were not just surviving, they were creating. As the days passed, the settlement began to take shape. Small buildings with glowing walls rose among the alien trees, connected by safe paths and bridges. Gardens flourished, water flowed through clean channels, and energy hummed quietly through the nodes Liam had set up. The humans had learned to live with the world, not against it, and the results were astonishing. One morning, while surveying the area, Alex noticed movement near the edge of the forest. A group of the intelligent aliens they had met before approached. They were taller than any human, their skin glowing with shifting patterns. But this time their approach was not cautious. They were curious, observing the humans' work closely. Alex stepped forward and raised his hand in greeting. "We mean no harm," he said calmly. Eva translated the words and the aliens paused. Then one stepped forward, extending a limb in a gesture that felt like an offering of peace. Claire joined Alex. "They understand us," she said softly, "and they seem willing to work with us." Noah nodded. "This is incredible. We are forming a connection, not just surviving. They are acknowledging us as part of this world." The humans spent weeks building trust with the aliens. They observed, learned, and adapted to the patterns and behaviors of the creatures. Slowly, the aliens allowed humans to enter deeper into their territory, and in return, the humans shared knowledge about shelter construction, energy, and cultivation. The settlement grew. Children were born. the first humans of this new age, learning from their parents and observing the glowing forests with wonder. Claire and Alex taught them the lessons of survival, adaptation, and respect for life. Liam built tools and devices to make life easier, while Noah documented everything, ensuring that the knowledge of both ancient humans and the current crew would never be lost again. One day, while exploring a distant ridge, Alex and Claire discovered another ruin. It was enormous, with chambers that could house dozens of people and systems that could generate power for the entire settlement. "This is a treasure," Claire said. "The humans before us left everything we need to expand. We can build a city here." Alex nodded. "We can, but we must do it carefully. The world has rules. We respect it, adapt, and thrive. That is the way of humans." As they returned to the settlement, they were greeted by the aliens. They watched silently, their patterns glowing brighter, almost as if they approved of the humans' progress. Alex smiled. "They are part of this now, too. We are not alone." Over the following months, the humans expanded the settlement. They built homes, workshops, and communal areas. They learned to communicate more effectively with the aliens, sharing knowledge and learning from the creatures' intelligence. Trade began between humans and aliens, exchanging resources and understanding. Claire led the education of the next generation. "Children must learn about both the humans who came before us and the world we now live in," she said. "They will inherit this planet, and they must be ready." Noah continued documenting every discovery. "Future humans will have this knowledge. They will know how we survived, how we adapted, and how we thrived. They will not make the same mistakes we could have made." Liam focused on building technology. He combined human innovation with alien materials, creating devices that allowed humans to travel farther, communicate more effectively, and harness energy efficiently. Alex reflected on everything they had achieved. 500,000 years had passed since humanity had slept. But now, humans were not just awake. They were thriving, building a new civilization that respected the world around them. One evening, the humans and aliens gathered together near a glowing river. Alex stood at the edge, looking at the faces around him, his team, the children, and the alien allies. The river reflected the alien stars above, and the forest seemed to pulse with life. "We have come far," Alex said quietly. "We have survived challenges, learned from the past, and built a future. We are humans. We do not give up. We adapt. We rise." Claire placed a hand on his shoulder. "And we have allies now. This world is not ours alone, but we are part of it. Together we can thrive." Noah added, "Our people before us guided us. The knowledge they left helped us survive. We honor them by living, by learning, and by building." Liam nodded. "And we will continue. For our children, for the humans who slept, for everyone who comes after us. Humanity will not just survive here, it will thrive." The aliens around them shifted their glowing patterns in response, almost like a chorus of approval. Alex smiled. "They understand. We are part of this world, and it is part of us. We have found a balance." The settlement continued to grow. Children played among the glowing trees, learning from both humans and aliens. Gardens flourished, providing food and medicine. Energy nodes hummed quietly, powering homes and devices. The humans had adapted to the world, respecting it while using their knowledge to thrive. Alex often walked through the settlement, watching the work of his team. He saw humans teaching, building, and exploring. He saw aliens observing, learning, and interacting, and he saw hope, the bright, unshakable hope that had carried humanity through countless challenges. One night, as Alex stood under the glowing alien stars, he reflected on everything that had happened. Humanity had slept for 500,000 years, awoke to a world they did not recognize, and faced dangers they could never have imagined. But they had survived. They had learned, and they had begun to rise again. Claire joined him. "Do you ever think about how far we've come?" she asked softly. Alex nodded. "Every day, and I think about how far we can go. Humans do not stay small. We grow, we explore, we create. And now we are awake in a world full of possibilities." Noah approached, holding a glowing fruit from the garden. "We have food, shelter, allies, and a future. Everything we need to thrive." Liam added, "And we will. Humanity has always adapted, and now we have the chance to rise in a new world. This is just the beginning." The forest pulsed around them, alive with alien energy. The humans and their allies had found a place here, a new home. They had combined knowledge, courage, and intelligence to survive and build. And they had done what humans always did: adapt, overcome, and rise stronger than before. As the first children of the new age slept in safe shelters, the adults continued their work. Gardens grew, structures were improved, and communication with aliens became more advanced. The settlement became a hub of life, learning, and cooperation. Alex looked out over the glowing forest, feeling the weight of responsibility and the thrill of hope. Humanity had awakened after 500,000 years, faced the challenges of a new world, and had begun to thrive. They were no longer just survivors. They were pioneers, builders, and explorers in a world that had waited for them. Claire stood beside him. "We did it," she said softly. Alex smiled. "No, we are doing it. Humanity is alive. We are awake. And now, we rise." The glowing forest seemed to pulse in agreement. Life continued around them, vibrant, intelligent, and full of possibilities. The humans had learned to respect, adapt, and build. They had survived the tests, embraced the challenges, and now, humanity had a future in this new world. And as the alien stars shimmered above, Alex knew one thing for certain: humanity would not only survive, they would thrive, stronger and wiser than ever before. The horizon, once a ship carrying sleeping humans, now watched over a world filled with life, hope, and the unstoppable spirit of humanity. A new civilization had begun, born from the courage, intelligence, and resilience of those who refused to give up. And in the quiet glow of the alien night, the first humans of this new age looked toward the horizon, ready to explore, build, and rise. Humanity had returned, and nothing, not time, not space, not alien worlds, could stop it.